Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here, Signature Esports, and a pleasure just to have you live and in charge. Countdown to Green Action, presented by Lunatic Designs. We are week 3 in the Speedy Trophies Truck Series, live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Thank you to all the early stuff going on out there. I appreciate you all very much. RB, thank you for the like. Peter, thank you for the follow. I appreciate all of that. Make sure that, you give the big salutes to you all out there. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being out there. Of course, thank you for the $9.99 super chat early in the dang old stream for the Muscarilla Motorsports fam. Check them out. Of course, they're going to sponsor every dang old caution I call. Muscarilla Enterprises.com. Check them out today. Get yourself a Quicksilver PC and make sure you check out all the merch that they have for sale out there as well. And then Chop Chop Racing, of course, giving us our driver cams. But on top of that, we're calling their series. It's going to be awesome. We're at Dover, the Monster Mile. You know, the track too tough to tame. That's the way we look at it. 1 mile length of racing surface, 112 degrees on the track temperature. It is season 5 here live. Admin box, Premier Racing setups, and of course, our good friends over at Stay Tuned Sports on board here for the Speedy Trophies Truck Series. Make sure you go to speedytrophies.com and get yourself involved today. Week 3, Dover International Speedway, 200 laps, stage lap completion of lap 50, 4 sets of tires total, and no fast repair. That's the way we look at it. I've got the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Penguin out there giving us a big old happy feet scenario. He's going to be at the booth with us tonight as he tends the RC duties, of course, and always. We love to see it. Drivers really trying to push for that #1 qualifying spot. Seeing fast laps be turned out here, but I tell you what, the top 5 separated by 1/100th of a second so far in qualifying. That's pretty massive. Short track specialists are going to be on board tonight. Definitely love to see the fast-paced racing surface, and just kind of this track just it drives so well. It really does. It's just one of those racetracks that has a warm spot in my heart. Hello to the Budgie Bird out there. Mr. Penguin is getting some shout outs. Appreciate you very much. Driver cams.
Sorry, I'm working.
He's working. He's good. He's fine. He's fine. Pat Alex Thompson out there. I got Real Burge's paint scheme done. I forgot to send it to him. So, Chris, I'll get that over to you very soon. There's Clint Hackett on board as well. We appreciate that, man. There is Mr. Dove. We appreciate him. There's Jerry Culver. He's live on Twitch right now if you want to go over and check him out. The Culver, man. We appreciate him being out there on the driver cams as well. There's Jason Day's point of view. We'll get to talking about him in just a moment. And there's RB, locked and loaded. And then, of course, there is Mr. Church. He's ready to go as well. We like the driver cams. They get a Chop Shop for sponsor driver cams each and every week. Stay tuned. Sports Pole Sitter tonight actually is Jason Day. Number 5-2 runs a 23.295 to 1,000th of a second slower. And I'm talking to that's not much at all. Kobe Harntown, outside pole sitter. Check out Stay Tuned Sports and their beautiful podcasts that they have going on. You can find them on Spotify. You can find them out there on the Apple iTunes. You can also find them on YouTube by searching Stay Tuned Sports. Those Jimbo and those guys over there, ton of fun. Love to get on one of the podcasts with them and have a little chit chat with them about sports and esports and the gaming industry and NASCAR, mostly NASCAR and hockey, and baseball. And the Rams and the Pope. Anyway, Michael Strickland's going to be there, row number 2, with Nathan Bigart, Will Kern, Levi Allen, row number 3, Ed Perry, Eric Schaefer, row number 4, Pat Green, Brandon Banks, row number 5, Jeremiah Burke. We'll have Brad Harrison, row number 6, row 7 will be Fred Chase and Greg Whitehead, Wesley Straight, RB Turner, row number 8, Robert Church, Donna Williams, row number 9, Andrew Davis, Justin Zukic in row number 10, Corey Budenot's going to be out there with Anthony Cronover, row 11, Alex Thompson, Mark Retchen in row 12, row 13. will be Mike D. Mueller out there in the chat. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you being in the chat early. Jason Hastings will be to his outside. Larry Breger is going to be out there with Jeremy Daniel, Fear the Beard, LPA Motorsports driver. In that number 20 today, Clint Hackett, Jerry Culver out through row 15. Brian Rayburn, Michael Newbrow, row 16. Devin Acuna and Brad Dove, row 18. Chris Roberge and Michael Peden out there through row 18. 36 drivers tonight. And we are going to chug along. Richard Bartel Racing Academy is part of the PRSSetups.com phenomenon. Make sure you go and check them out. I encourage you to do so because, well, let's face it, PRS Setups getting you some pretty in-tune racing setups, especially for this week with Charlotte. You're going to need a good setup. A lot of people are good at Charlotte this week, and I like it. How about we get to it? We're going to do the big OD. The pace cars on pit road. Restart zone. We're green for 200 laps. Caution real quick here. Michael Pete and Devin Acuna having an issue. Jason Day, the race leader. We're just getting out of the static cams, the driver cams. I like that stuff. Here's what happened. Michael Peden and Nathan Bigart out of the corner.
Thank you, Owen.
And Owen, I believe, taking fault with that one. Just had the run on the 42 there. And whoosh. That was Devin there, or Michael Peden, Devin Acuna, just behind. Something happened with him. Let's see what happened here. Devin out of the corner. I think he might have just got on the brakes real hard. He and Eric Schaefer. Ooh, baby. Locked it up, locked it up, locked it up, locked it up. Sideways. Just got sideways. He's good. He's fine. All right, iRacing.com. Check it out tonight, folks. Says Southern Cuts, number 5, 2 out front right now in that Chevy. But Kobe Hart, we missed him for the last couple of races here. Thank you, Budget, for the clip. Appreciate you. Somebody doing something. Oh, Mr. Van Nest out there. Robert, how are you doing today, sir? How is your missus? How are you all? Are you all looking pretty phenomenal? What's everybody doing for Memorial Day? You know, that's coming up soon. I like it.
I'm going to sit at home and game.
I got some.
Since everybody else is going to be out on the town.
Yeah, I've got work. So officially unofficial start of the season here at the Lake of the Ozarks happens on Memorial Day weekend. So that's when I get busy. However, we're going to be programming some stuff here as well. Working on the RP server, getting Penguins Hospital ready to go. And then on top of again for the 6th or 7th or I don't know, a lot. It's a lot. It'll be fun.
We still haven't put all the vehicles in yet.
Hey, but you know what? I've done that before with the system. So, but we're gonna change. We're gonna change the core of the system. I was using Cubicore, and then I went to Qbox, and I actually love the Qbox core system. However, a lot of
it does not love us.
Yeah, well, a lot of the paid assets that we have, it does not. Must thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Can we get a quick look at Mike Mueller's truck under the caution? Give me a second.
Super chat $4.99. Can we get a quick look at Mike Mueller's truck under caution?
Give me just a moment. The server is working, so that's what we're doing. And if you want to help us out, we're going to make sure that we get things taken care of for everybody to be able to get out there and have some fun. What is he running? Oh, he's got the old Musk 100 out there. You're letting him drive a Toyota in the truck series. Wasn't he driving a Ford before? Thank you, Musk. Congratulations on getting with Mr. Mueller. He's good people.
He may have been, but it got found on the road dead, so he had to go to a Toyota.
There you go. All right, they're ready to do it. Let's go to those famous static cams one more time. We're going green. But a big old yeehaw. Colby Hartung on the outside. Great restart side by side with Jason Day. Drivers into the wall back here. Big wreck happening on the back straightaway. That didn't take long at all. Oh, that was the eight truck of Mr. Church. And Jason Hastings there on the outside as well. Let's back up, yeah. Church is trying to exit there. Bowden out on the bottom side. 49 with a run on the outside. Corner exit. Oh! 8 was coming up. 49 was there as well. I think it's just I hate 49 had the lane on the outside. He was there. Just a little bit. Let's look at the 49's point of view here. Where is, I'm looking at Jason's, there he is. Oh, little wall. 49 had nowhere to go. Mr. Church coming up just a little bit. Bodnot get a little bit out of that one. You know, zigged when you should have zagged. That's how I look at it. Look at all this time as Devin is fine. I think Michael's going to get the free pass here. So we'll see the 42. Go to the outside. He will. 8's going to take the claim on that one, I believe.
He did.
And drop to the tail of the field. You know, quick caution.
2 heavy hitters getting the first 2 penalties of the night.
I got to keep yourself
Big Art
calm.
took the first one, and Church took the second.
What happens when they get 2?
The second one is an EOL, and I believe a 5-point penalty.
Claim count. Oh, there it is. Claim count penalty. In a line for the first one. EOL plus a 5-point deduction. If you have a claimed penalty, a third claim penalty, it's an EOL and a drive-through, minus 10 points. And then on a claim penalty, if you have 4 claimed penalties, it is a 15-point deduction, and you're disqualified from the race. Unclaimed penalties, 1-time 15-point deduction if found at fault in the poll review. If you have 2 at-fault incidents unclaimed, it's a minus 20-point deduction. 3 unclaimed is 25-point deduction. And 4 unclaimed. If you have 4 unclaimed incidents in one race, you're having a bad night.
So the way that works is they intermingle. So if you have 3 claimed and you don't claim your 4th, you get disqualified for the next race.
Oof. And that's a 30-point deduction plus a possible suspension. So it behooves the drivers to do the deed. Thank you, folks, for
Own up to it.
That's right. You know what? It's good time. Good time. A good time. Hey, you know what we haven't had so far?
What haven't we had?
I'm not gonna say it because then I'll jinx. And I'll jinx myself. Nope. We're not saying it. Not happening. I'm thinking it. It's probably gonna happen now. 5-2-14. Control of the restart to Jason Day. Into the restart zone he goes. He's green. Better restart for the 5-2. It's going to be able to roll into the corner just a little bit better here. We'll stay away from the static cams. Jason Day out front. Michael Strickland trying to hold on to that bottom side. Kobe Hartung sits in third. But he's going to work that outside lane for as long as he can. Drive off on the corner. Side by side for second. Up and out. Oh, baby. Pat Green going backwards a little bit there. Baby. Zukic there. 90 get on the free out of turn 4. It's fine. We'll be able to rip, ride, and roll. Striker, fastest lap of the race so far, 24.91. Jason Day does love his short track racing. And he's a driver that we definitely want to see have some better fortune. And that's what it looks like out his windshield. From his point of view, by the left of your screen there. Top 10, we'll see Jeremiah Burke just back there as well. Will Kern up a spot. But the drivers doth be looking beautiful. Track position is key at the short tracks. That is for darn sure. Let's check in on the field.
Or you just wait for everybody else to correct.
Yeah, that too.
How
RB
many
turn.
cars do you think will be out before the end?
What do we got? 36, at least 8. 8 if we have cautions, if it becomes a quote unquote caution fest. 8 maybe. However, I have more faith in that. Here's old Churchy. He's off 15 from the start of the race. Has to keep his nose clean here. He is following behind Larry Brecker. Very easy to go a lap down on this racetrack. One of the bigger factors is going 2 laps down under a green flag pit stop. That is not something you want to have happen if we're getting later in this race. There's Jerry Culver on number 13 up 4. Maximizing the input, maximizing the drive. Let's go on the not that camera. We're going to call it the fake Toyota onboard. Let's go, Jerry. Let's go. 10. Brad the Mando back in 33rd. Going to keep himself nice and easy. Good run. We'll see Muscarella on the outside. Brad Dove try to work with his teammate here. And try to work the bottom side. Have left side tires a little free for him. Clint Hackett up a few spots here. The old... Sorry, he's in 29th. He's right where he started. As Michael Newbrow just ahead. A little Butterfinger on board. Love to see it. And then the number 16, Alex Thompson. Getting better and better each season. On the Power Rangers paint scheme. He's looking pretty decent tonight. Thinking of the drivers with the driver cams. The driver cams, that's be awesome. You're welcome, Musk.
His lady picked his paint.
No, I made it. I made that paint.
You made that point?
I made that paint.
And did his woman tell you had to make that paint?
No, he told me.
Oh, that's probably because she told him to tell you.
It's all good. I got a Paw Patrol one I just made for Roberge. That one I'm pretty happy with. I made this one as well. The old number 12 machine. Mr. Ed Perry on board of the Johns Towing. PMS Racing. All the things that doth happen. Diana Danielle giving us a what's up, Diana. What's up, Brent? How are you doing as well? Diana, how are you, dear? Diana's my Diana, I gotta come up with a term. Like, see, Coulter's mom gets in chat, right? And she's what I call Stacy's mom, right? I always play Stacy's mom for
Stacy's mom.
That's exactly right. Yep.
Right, okay.
I got to find something with Diana. You know what it might be?
The day Diane?
Exactly.
Oh.
Exactly. Those who know, I like a little doing good. I'm glad you're doing well. I'm a fan. Hey, Brent, I know you're probably going to ask about a Canadian, if there's a Canadian on the racetrack. Well, Canadian's leading.
Is it Canadian leading?
Yep. Jason Day from Victoria, British Columbia.
By golly, he is. And actually, we have another Canadian, too. The nicest Canadian you'll ever meet. He's in 26th.
He is up 9 spots as well. The old Robersness. The Christopher. The legend. He's from Courtney. Yeah, Courtney, British Columbia.
Whoa!
Oh, caution. I do believe this is right around Wesley Strait. Oh, baby. He's good. He's fine. He can get it fixed. Get it fixed, Wes. There's Fred Chase right there. Enter the corner. Net code. And I mean, like a lot of net code on my screen.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot.
A lot. Like a lot. Somebody needs to relate a Fred. That was a lot of net code. All right, folks. The inevitable. What is net code? Net code is an invisible box around the dang old drivers here. And if iRacing deems that because of internet connection that you are going to make contact, well, it'll make it for you. And yep, that's what happened. Going to a magic show on the 22nd in Harvey Station in New Brunswick. Nice. We are going to Kansas Speedway September 28th for the playoff race. It's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to that. And then from there, we got some planned trips this summer. Budgie, obvious net code, love it. But you know what? Budgie's becoming a pro at iRacing. She really is. She understands the stage break. She understands the flow of everything. Budgie's becoming a pro. She really is.
She's a smart cookie.
She's the best cookie. All right, folks, if you haven't done so, reach up at that like button for me, and make sure that if you haven't done so as well, if you're on YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you're watching on Twitch, make sure you follow us. If you're out there on Facebook, make sure you follow us out there as well. On Facebook, we have a goal of 20,000 followers. That's what we're going to be working on. Also, we're on our way to 2,000 subscribers on YouTube, so thank you very much. And then on Twitch, where are we at? 1,059. Let's make our goal 1,100 followers. Let's do it. Come on. Yeah. Great thing about Dover is caution laps are pretty quick. You're good. Thank you. Today was your Friday at Costco. Nice.
So should we tell them about the surprise on Sunday?
Oh, yeah. Hey, if you're out there, and I know a lot of people, we're going to have some people missing Sunday's race, right? The Sunday Fun Day series is going to feature something cool, okay? And that something cool is that we're going to have, we will have the iRacing Pace vehicle out there, right? But we're also going to have our own Pace truck. Penguin's going to get out there. He's going to race, right?
Well, he's not going to race. He's going to pace.
He's going to race as the pace vehicle. he's gonna get out there. He's going to be our he's going to be our moving chicane. Let's do it. We're green. Gonna be awesome.
Oh,
baby, Eric Schaefer, big pileup. That's what I was waiting for.
That's half the field.
That's what I was waiting for. There's a lot of folks. When there's 40 vehicles out there, there's just a certain way of things happening. And that is something that I could not do. Newbrow says, I'm good. He stops. Sorry, folks. Let's back up here. This happened in the middle of the field. And let's see where. There's Schaefer up here. Looked like it happened up there with the 01. The Gart right here as well. Now it's going to blink for
31
just
claimed it, Jason.
The 31 claimed it.
Yep.
Oh, Will did? Oh, Will got into the wall. He moved up the race line. So what are the rules here as well? Oh, he got free. Yeah. One of the rules is that you can't change lanes for a start-restart zone. But he didn't really have a choice. He spun out his tires. And that is more than half the field. I think 6 cars got away from it. Ed Perry, the 15 of Anthony Crownover. Oof. The 00. And before they all start blinking, yeah, it's a parking lot in there. Chopper. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, hold on. Yeah.
That's a lot of cars. That's a lot of cars.
There's most of them gone. Yeah, all of those cars right there. All those trucks. All involved. Ouch. Yeah, I had a feeling it was coming. Budget copter coming our way. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I mean, when it's hard to not see that many vehicles if there are that many are involved. You know, if I was running like a 40-90 or a 50-90 Super, it might be fine then. But, you know.
I'm running a 40-70 and it all looked okay.
Yeah, well, I'm also streaming too.
Yeah, that's true.
Sending the NDI source out, picking it up on the other side.
I mean, I could always send you my 50-80.
Yeah, true. True.
You'd have to send me your 40-70 though.
Okay. That's a fair trade. Actually, it's a fair trade. What's the weather in our area? So we got a bunch of rain over the last couple of days. And,
I got drenched today.
Yeah, and today was pretty beautiful. Cody had a field trip. My daughter had a field trip today, and so we went and played putt-putt. We had lunch at the park with the fifth graders, and then we went bowling, and that was my Tuesday. It was a pretty awesome Tuesday, if I had to say so myself. And I get to hang. I mean, what better thing to do than to hang out with your kid all day? It was pretty awesome. So I was very happy. We got some cars still, or some trucks still trying to catch back up here. They'll make it. They'll make it. Yep. Larry Breger is going to be the first driver off the lead lap. Bigart on pit road. 2 minutes of damage getting fixed. I mean, at this particular point, you kind of have to get it fixed and get out there and try to make things happen. Man, oh man. It'll be 20 laps to go to the stage. This time by 14 goes. Levi Allen on the bottom. 5 of Brandon Banks up at the outside lane. Thompson checked his damage. He's free on the bottom. Thompson going sideways. Has to hold on to it. Great save by Alex Thompson there. No caution will come out.
Off the track so that the caution doesn't come out.
What a save by Thompson. There's Eric Schaefer just ahead of him. Jason Day to Brandon Banks, 4/10 of a second difference here. Day trying to stretch the hands. He's been a solid truck. Levi Allen in third. Strikers back to fourth. Kobe Hartung trying to crest back in. 4/10 of a second difference. 18, now 17 laps to go. Oh, no. Thompson sideways again, but he's by himself, so he's good. He's got something going on with the truck. He's got no rear bumper, and that might be a downforce issue, so he might need to think about coming to pit road here. Oh, no. It was Jerry Culver back there. He's slow. He's coming to pit road as well. Freed takes the left-hander on. Oh, baby. That was a hard hit on the inside wall. No debris caution. Bigart leaving pit lane. Pedon's coming off pit lane as well. Culver into pit lane. Alex Thompson still out there running. Schaefer, 18 seconds back from Jason Day, who leads the field out 4/10 of a second, 15 laps to go. Jason Day with a stage win would be huge for him. This is a good racetrack for him. Egg shaping the corner. Pushes up and out. But Brandon Banks just a touch faster that time by 5/100th of a second. Jason Day out of the corner. Pushing up near the wall. Thompson going low here. It's going to go 2 laps down. You better to get it fixed. 2/10 of a second difference here for Brandon Banks. Banks able to get through some of that traffic. And now with a little bit of clean air. It's a good run. Oh, no. For the bottom side, that is Eric Schaefer. 13 laps to go. Keeps it on the bottom side of the racetrack. 2/10 of a second here. 5-2 a little free. Brandon Banks trying to close it in. Colby Hartung back to third. It's a good racetrack for Colby. 5-5-2. Battle for the lead. Anthony Crownover up 18 spots. Was wrapped up into that one just a little bit ago, but he seems to be fine. Truck seems to be fine. 21 of Levi Allen has Zukic down to the bottom. Right behind him, a little Deadpool action. There is Michael Strickland in 7th. Jason Day, Brandon Banks. Tough to pass on this racetrack. Little sketch, little bottom side. Day runs a little bit high here. Devin Acuna jumping to pit road. That was who was on the bottom side of the racetrack there. Here's what happened to him. Yeah, back. I think he just got free. Yep. Free, but held the brakes and held it down. You don't want to bring out the caution. That's what I'm seeing. Jason Day to Brandon Banks. A 10th now the gap. 5 searching for the inside. Lap 41 underway. The 5 searches here. Pat Green just ahead. A little bit of lap traffic coming our way. There's Ed Perry, who is a lap down. Sorry, 2 laps down, as it would be. Day to Banks. 90 of Pat Green up and out. Jason Day with a run on Pat Green will drop to the bottom side. Pat Green just behind Colby Hartung. Seeing it work. Ed Perry. Bottom side 5-2. Stays to the high lane here. Oh, baby. That'll make you a pucker. 3/10 of a second. Ed Perry keeping it to the bottom side. Let the drivers go on the outside. It was very predictable there on where he needed to run. 43 of 200. If a caution were to come out with 5 laps to go into the stage, that would be the stage. Right now, Jason Day trying to push a little harder here. Brandon Banks flat trying to get with it. 44 of 200. Free pass into one of the drivers. Churchy up to 9th here. Will Burns, biggest mover of the race, up 25. Really holding his own. Jason Day on the throttle out. Trying to defend the race line. A little high in, low out for the 5. Turn 2 is going to be good for the 5 here. Still within striking distance. Anthony Crownover won the Daytona race. Brandon Banks with a win that last week. Well, technically 2 weeks ago, wasn't it? Yeah, something like that. Banks, egg shape in the corner. Quarter second now. 46 being completed. 5-2, middle lane, 5 bottom side. Low line exit for the 5-2. Turn 4, good. Quarter second. Ooh, free for the 5. Saw a little wiggle out of the rear end of that car. We're out of that truck. Chevrolet still working. Battle for the stage is on. And Jason Day with a little bit of clean air, keeping it cool, keeping it honest right now, as it would be. Michael Strickland off 3. There's Justin Zukic up 15. Anthony Crowder up 18. It's Jason Day trying to hold on. Another hard charge for Brandon Banks into the corner. Trying to keep himself close to the back bumper of the 5-2 here. The exit out of turn 2. Good advantage for Jason Day. Able to get another truck length on that 5-2 working. 16 up on the outside lane. Push out for the drivers. The 4 teammate Brandon Banks here might be able to make things work for him. But 2 to go to the stage. 16 up on the outside lane. 5 backs up the corner. 16 to the back bumper. 16 is in play here. 5-2 to the inside. White flag for the stage. 4 up and out. 5-2. Caution comes out. Jason Day, your stage winner. Brad Dove having an issue. Stage win goes to Jason Day as our 5th caution comes out. Here's what happened with Brad Dove. He just got free. And Bodnut, nowhere to go. Oh, baby, into Jason Hastings. Well, that'll be the day. Drivers will come around. They'll take their pit stops, and we'll see how this one will fare out for all the drivers. As Jason Day gets the stage win. Brandon Banks second, Hartung. Crownover, Zukic, Strickland, Church, Brad Harris, Levi Allen, Chris Roberge, your top 10. Points paid all the way to 12. Fred Chase, Clint Hackett, your top 12. Mark Ratchet, last driver on the lead lap currently. Pat Green will be your lucky dog. As everybody comes to pit road. Some penalties have to be cleared there, I do believe. Nope, no penalties. Nice. Let's take a look at your points. Anthony Crowder with a win. Brandon Banks with a win. And they sit first and third in the points. Strickland second in the point standings. 21 points off of the lead. Ed Perry, fourth in the point standings. Will Kern, fifth in the point standings. Nathan Bigart, early in the early going of this series, having some misfortune. But we look forward to seeing what's going to happen with him as these drivers get used to each other. Eric Schaefer, another driver that we would normally see up here with some of these tracks we tick away. But you know what? Don't count anybody out. Church and Roberge came in on 24 and 28 respectively. So Church, credit with a lap lead here. It's going to have a little bit older tire, and it's going to matter. A 27 lap fresher tire on this racetrack makes you a big sitting duck. So hopefully Church will be able to hold on to it and do what he can. Roberge stays out as well. 23 lap fresher tires. Let's see how it goes. Pat Green was your lucky dog. Puts him back on the lead lap. Able to come to pit road. Get some things squared away. It'll be the 8 and the 98. And be ready to go here. Something happened to Anthony Crownover. Might have some bad weather. Might be something going on there.
He said he might be taken off unexpectedly.
Well, his missus has not been doing well as well. So we want to make sure that send some extra thoughts and prayers to that fine gentleman and his fam. Have a good night, Brent. I appreciate you. Keep it going, Mueller, for Musk. And a big old hydrate from the budgie. Normally we get to the point of hydration. Oh, Churchy free. Jason Day had to swerve there. Brandon Banks is going to reap the benefits of it. That was a stacked restart there. And your stage winner losing a ton of ground. Robert's dropping way back. Robert Church holding on. Brandon Banks able to hold on as well. Colby Hartung to the inside. Church to drop back. Brad Harris up 9. Jason Day trying to capitalize on that race line. Church barely held onto the truck, so Jason Day is going to have some work to do here. Fred Chase to the inside of Levi Allen. Allen up on the outside lane. Striker on the bottom. 5-2 with a drive off on the bottom side of the racetrack. 8 up on the outside lane. 21 free. Everybody holding on. Jeremy Daniel up 17 behind Roberge. Roberge up on the outside lane. It's going to be hard-pressed here to be able to keep himself on the lead lap with the difference on tires. He's dropped all the way back to 11th already. Church back to 8th. Brandon Banks to Hartung. This will be your race right now. Greg Whitehead leaving pit lane. And yeah, that was an interesting start to the race. Or restart to the final stage of the race. 14 on the inside, door to door to the 5. 14 down. Hartung kept himself calm earlier. Hartung will lead this lap. Will slide up in front of the 5. Cleared out. 17 of Brad Harrison tow. Hartung 41.40 on the I rating. 5 has a 44.56. Brad Harris 21.92. In comparison, your rookie I rating, folks, when you start iRacing, is 13.50. And it is hard to get yourself into that 4,000 zone. Devin Acuna back to pit lane at 10 minutes. Fixed. Ed Perry coming back to pit lane. He's got a little bit more going on with that truck. Hartung 0.3 of a second difference. Brandon Banks trying to keep it close. Whoa, hard wall hit for the 14. 5 working out just a little bit. Jason Day keeping the track at bay. Levi Allen, again, short track specialist we like to call. He and Jason Day do like their short tracks. They like the short track. Davis back out on the racetrack. Got the truck worked on. He's trying to get a couple of more spots out of this one. Devin Acuna is leaving pit road here. Will Kern back out of the racetrack into the number 31. 42 up on the outside lane. 8 down to the bottom. 42. Trying to get around the 8. There's the 45 of Zuka. Church has held on to 10th. So that's a good way to try to level off the tires. But if he's got an extra set in on pit road, might become viable later on. Will Kern gets cleared by the 45. 31 to the outside lane. 45, the 8, the 42. There's the 34 of Bodinot. Bodinot in 12th. Sees Church going backwards. RB Turner in 13th. Kobe Hartung out front, trying to hold on. Brad Harrison third. And the racing doth be large. We're going to take that hydrate break that Budgie told me to take. And we're going to get ourselves a little bit extra water. 65 of 200. The racing's getting thrilling. The caution comes out. We'll see it in just a moment. Opportunity knocking for the drivers as we get back here, and Fred Chase up to third. Levi Allen in fourth. Brad Harrison fifth. Jason Day back to sixth here. 19 drivers in the lead lap. Mike Mueller, the last driver. I take that back. Mike Mueller a lap down. Look at Kobe Hartung here. Robert's last driver on the lead lap. Has the 01 out there. 44 just behind him. Jason Hastings ahead. He's in 15th, up 11 spots. Clint Hackett up 20 spots here for the number 28. And he's doing quite well. So far, so good for the driver. So far, it's been a good race.
Hasn't been as bad as I thought it was going to be.
It could be worse.
It could be worse.
79 of 200 complete. Lap 80 underway. See Roberts coming to pit road. It's going to go a couple of laps down here. Needs tires and fuel. Come on, Chris. So we'll see what kind of advantage he's going to have. He has 29 lap pressure tires. Going to need to get out and run some laps. He's going to be in 20th here. He's still at 15 spots. Schaefer's going to be able to make that pass on him here in just a moment. If Roberge, again, we talk about pit road speed limit at 35 miles an hour down this racing surface. And so you're limited by the amount of laps you can produce. Hartung, 3/4 of a second over Brandon Banks. Fred Chase is going to be in third. I tell you what, Levi Allen pressing on. Whoa, sideways. From that truck just ahead as the 02 of Wesley Strait. It's a little slideways out of the corner. Jason Day just behind. Wesley Strait in 16th. About a 7.7 second deficit between he and Jason Hastings. The 01 to the bottom side, try to get a little extra room on that truck, able to get it fixed. Sits in 23rd right now. Breger, the driver, he is trying to track down. We'll see how this will fare out for every one of these drivers. Roberge back out there, a little fresher tires, going to be able to try to track down Eric Schaefer. I believe Nathan Begart was in a rock and a hard spot there, but with Jason Hastings, 90. Middle part of that lane, Roberge on the bottom side. This is a worst case scenario for a driver with newer tires. But he's able to make it work. Devin Akuda up on the outside lane, able to get the truck worked on as well. 98 to the bottom. Going to be able to clear the 01. And Justin Wall is going to be a little faster here. Might run to the outside. We'll see. Yeah, he's going to be able to just drive around the 01 here. Try not to abuse the tires too much. He's going to have to run a little bit longer. Try to make that happen. 14 to the inside of the 90. Schaefer 2 laps down. Roberge 2 laps down. Pat Green 2 laps down. Andrew Davis coming to pit road. The truck doth be working. Hartung, 8/10 of a second lead. Brandon Banks, a little bit of lap traffic there with him. There's the 90. Up on the outside lane, Pat Green. Going to give the lane, does a great job. 15 drivers on the lead lap. Jason Hastings, the last driver on the lead lap. Churchy able to hold on to 14th. Whoa, I thought he was going to hit the wall there. Churchy lasted on 24. Going to try to find the cycle here to make something different happen. 14 to the bottom side. Hastings on the outside lane. 14 clears. 49 to the back bumper. Close, little right front damage for the DBR driver. 88 of 200. The racing just seems intense. Hastings has his teammate just behind. 33 coming off pit road, down on the bottom side of the racetrack. That is Andrew Davis. Stryker getting around Brad Harris there up inside the top 5. There's the 17. A little free for the 94. Fred Chase ahead. Levi Allen holding on solid for third. A second separates Colby Hartung and Brandon Banks. Chrissy, it's going good today. How are you? How are you, Chrissy? I'm sorry, Chad. I missed everybody. I didn't get the chance to look back over at chat. Hello, Chrissy. Good to Budgie. What's up, Pats fan? Good to see you. It was not going to be able to make the race today. Originally, the weather you got last night. You were supposed to have today. Weather was crazy last night. Budgie keeps track. So I'm starting to trust Budgie as much as I trust Ron Hurst, which is awesome. If you don't know who Ron Hurst is our KY3 weatherman here it's in Springfield, Missouri, which is south of us here. 21 free right there. Slideways out of the corner, so is Stryker. I tell you what, oh baby, 14 rocking a hard spot here. It's a good 8 to the bottom side, trying to stay on the lead lap. This is going to benefit Brandon Banks immensely. Hartung trying to work forward. Church now a lap down. Push up out of the corner. 24 Mark Retchen just ahead. 14 will surge to the inside. Robert Church in 14th. Michael Newbrow, the last driver on the lead lap now as well. Will Curran coming to pit lane. 94 laps complete. Colby Hartung, your race leader. Banks was able to close in a little bit of that time, but now having the same issue that Colby Hartung was having. And that is finding the groove and trying to get yourself a little bit of clean air. All the things. Paid homage to all the drivers out there. We appreciate you. And hello to all of chat. Hello to all of you out there. Thank you all very, very much for being out there having a good night. Thank you to all the likes out there on YouTube. Again, thank you folks very much for being out there, giving us all the support and all the love and all the fantastic things that we do. 8 to the 5. Church 1 1/4. Been a tough cookie to pass right now for the 5. Caution will come out. Eric Schaefer involved. Net code again. Hartung involved in that one. Let's go to Hartung's point of view. This is the race leader coming up on the 4 truck. $14 trying to drive to the inside. Gets into the back left quarter panel of the 4. Schaefer, just unfortunate. Yeah, it's just some net code there. I'm going to look at it from this point of view. Yeah, he made contact. Well, I mean, it's net code, but he was going to make contact. Unfortunate. Well, that'll change a thing or 10. Glenn Hackett will be your race leader. Levi Allen, Corey Bodnot staying out. Churchy will get your lucky dog. And he'll be back on the lead lap. Jason Hastings will be ahead. I do believe a few of these drivers are going to try to get a lap back. Alex Thompson, one of those drivers. 21, Levi Allen. would be your race leader. Where's Clint at? Clint Hackett is way out there. He's going to wait for the pace truck. He's been shown as the race leader to me. He's a lap ahead of the field.
I'm showing Hackett is the leader.
Yep, but the pace truck is way behind him. Levi Allen is behind the pace truck, and we're lights off on the pace car. Clint's got to almost stop here. Yeah, Clint's got to... Yeah, we're going to have to extend the caution for a lap here. Kobe Artung came to pit road. Bodnut will be there as well. Robers will drop to the tail of the field. So all the people that were looking for a free pass there did not get the free pass. I do believe. Just kind of looking at it. Churchy was your lucky dog. Tail of the longest line for him. Clint Hackett is at the tail end of the field here. Has got to stop.
I think something's going on because I just gave him an EOL and it's still showing him as the leader.
He needs to stop and let the pace truck pass him. I mean, he is the leader fair and square. But the issue here is that everybody is a lap behind him.
I'm not showing him a lap up. I'm showing him on the same lap.
He's on the same lap, but I mean, if he passes one driver like Robert Church here, well, it'll be on Levi Allen here for second. Colby Hartung, Corey Bodnut. Oh, they get free. There's a lot of vehicles having a ducked off dive dodgeball. Some old tires. Hartung takes back over. We'll be out front of this pack. Clint Hackett, tail of the field here. Technical race leader. Hartung, new tires. Will come around. Kind of insane. Stryker's going to be up to third. Brad Harris is going to be in fourth. Brandon Banks in fifth. 97 laps complete. Or 97 laps to go this time by. Clint Hackett up and out of the field. 15.5 seconds. Colby Hartung, 23.95 his last time by. RB Turner on the lead lap. Robert Church down to the bottom side, 62 to the bottom. Corey Bodnut, give it on 51. Trying to keep himself on the lead lap as well. Wesley straight in the 0-2. First driver off the lead lap. We'll work to the outside. There is the 00 of Greg Whitehead. 105 of 200. Clint Hackett, your race leader. Colby Hartung in second. Michael Strickland's going to be in third. Brad Harris in fourth. Brandon Banks in fifth. Fred Chase in sixth. Justin Zukic in seventh. Jason Day back to eighth. Michael Newbrow in ninth up 23 spots. Just ran his fastest lap of the race. A little bit extra look here. Clint Hackett behind. Big Art just ran the fastest lap of the race, 23.80. And Colby is, he's catching him. Up and out of the corner. These two drivers try to keep it close. Half second the gap between Strickland and Hartung. Hartung had a full second lead. And then some. Right now, trying to track down Clint Hackett. Colby, thank you for the like, sir. I appreciate you. With SD emotes, the old budgie with the spinning budgies. There's Alex Thompson coming around. Eric Schaefer in 21st. Davis back to pit road. Thompson's in 26th. Pete in 5 laps ahead of he. Up 11 spots for the 42. Still working the outside lane. Nathan Bigard ahead. Ed Perry just behind he. 3 laps behind of that, as it would be. But has been able to get that truck worked on this entire time. 90 laps to go. Clint Hackett, we'll see Colby Hartung close that distance down. You did, Colby. It was an incredible start to this race. It's pretty crazy. 5.5 the gap to Clint Hackett. Last came in on lap 51. Everybody else in on 97. Levi Allen in on 51. The 21 has dropped back to 13th. Bodnot in on 5-1 as well. Trying to do something different. Trying to keep those extra set of tires. RB Turner. Ooh, 42. Having to dodge a little bit there is RB Turner to the 6-2. He came out on 97. Spent a little extra time getting the truck worked on as well. Concrete tracks that you don't see eye to eye. One of the things about this track is it's the egg-shaped track. It's what I like to call it. You kind of run a little bit lane, like half a lane high in the corner and then kind of egg-shaped low line off. 14 able to run the bottom side. Pushes up and out right near the wall. Big Art trying to drive around, get one of his laps back here. Clears the 88 with the 01. Pushing awfully hard. Came it on 91. Trying to drive through a few of these drivers. I know, Davis. There's nothing I can do about it. I know he's not supposed to be the leader, but he is the leader. He passed the pace truck as the leader and didn't stop. Hartung is catching him here. Hackett down on the bottom side. Oh no, Clint Hackett coming to pit road. To just back up here. Trying to avoid the penalty. Yeah, for the most part, I think St. Louis was fine this week as well. Most of the storms were south of us. We're both not coming around. Oh no, we knew. Yeah, we knew. We were trying to coach him to stopping, starting ahead of the field. That's why they extended the caution. Yeah, we knew. Hartung, Strickland, Brad Harris is going to be your top three. Brandon Banks in fourth. Red Chase in fifth. So Clint Hackett able to come to pit road. He'll have to serve a penalty, though, because of, I believe, the entry into pit road. Unsafe pit entry, I believe. Oh, yeah, we follow that whole conundrum. Legitimate race leader, but he was just a lap ahead of everybody. It'll be all right. 14 to the back bumper of Mueller. Mueller in danger of going another lap down. Will be so. Toyota trying to work Mueller ahead of the 01. Will Burrs trying to track down that time as well. Will Burrs choosing to stay out just after the stage. He's put himself in a precarious situation of being 2 laps down. Mueller, the driver, he's trying to track down. Colby Hartung out front. Bodnut a lap down now. Levi Allen, the next driver. Looking ahead, 80 laps to go. Unless iRacing scoring was all jacked up on Mountain Dew. But you never know. Now Clint Hackett back to 20th. He is going to put him 3 laps down. Dang it. 10.5 seconds between. Go ahead.
What I was hearing over the radio was it told him to pass the pace car, and then it told him to get back behind the pace car.
Oh, that sucks.
And so, yeah. Somebody just wrecked on the front stretch.
You're good, though. Levi Allen coming down pit road. Hartung there. Well, it sucks because he was trying to just do the right thing, and then iRacing did the weird thing for him. It's all good.
And everybody was grumbling on the radio, so I had to tell everybody to be quiet so I could talk with Stryker and figure it out.
$14 to the inside. There is the 87 to Larry Breger. As Nathan Bigard tries to, caution will come out. Oh, Bodnut and 17 involved. That's Brad Harris. Up out of the corner. Oh, 17 of Brad Harris coming up to run side by side with a 34. If I go to the 17's point of view, out of the corner, it looks like 34 came down a little bit. But if I do this, and we do this, we shall see what the iRacing does say. 17 on the left, Bodnut on the right. 17 comes up the race line. 34 comes down just a touch. Bam. Across the nose. It's a little wall tap from the 34. Put him in that situation. Stryker stays out, so does Brandon Banks. Colby Hartung coming to pit road. Be 75 laps to go. Jason Hastings. Tail of this one. Wesley Straight, your lucky dog. He'll be back on the lead lap. So Bodnut coming down pit road as well. Hastings a lap down. Bodnut a lap down. Levi Allen 2 laps down. Pat Green, Chris Roberge, Clint Hackett coming around. It's unfortunate what happened to him. Really is. Leave it a clip, Budgie. How was your neck of the woods there, sir?
My neck of the woods?
No, Colby. Colby moved over here by Kansas, I believe. Colby was asking if the weather got all dangerous out here. Yep, kind of. How about Churchy? Churchy's on the lead lap. After that, how do I call that? That awesome spin out and save. When he was the race leader, he and Robert staying out. Church was able to keep himself clean there. Got himself some nose damage, though. Let's go, Churchill. Let's go. Dun, dun, dun. Muscarella Enterprises caution 7th one. As we see drivers still out there racing. They're competing. There's Clint Hackett coming up on your screen right now. Jason Day back into the mix as well. Dove out of the race. A couple of drivers out of the race already. Pole Center Stage 1 winner wants to have a good night. Let's do the thing. Let's go green. Striker out front, quarter second. Jason Day turned in the corner. That should be a caution. Will be. Back this up just a little bit here. It was a 20 right there. Looked like maybe Hartung sent it into the corner on Jason Day. Let me go far chase here. Yeah, straight line drive into the corner. This is where it gets tricky. Might have been some net code, but yeah, that one. Oh, that would be on Hartung. And Jason Day parks it for the day. That's unfortunate. Pat Green coming to pit road. Lucky dog should be Bowden out here. Man, Jason Day had a great day going, man. Strickland, your race leader. Wesley Strait, Jeremy Daniel coming to pit road. 11 drivers on the lead lap. The 20 got caught up in that. And unfortunate for him. Bowden not coming around. Oh, man. All right, the next set of drivers are all 2 laps down. So Levi Allen, Chris Roberge, Mueller, Jason Hastings, Pat Green. Those 5 drivers are going to be looking for a free pass here. Clint Hackett, the 3rd lap down. Kobe Hartung. Giving himself in 5th here. Is that a no claim? That's a no claim. Striker getting some props from Mr. Van Nest. He's going to restart on the outside lane. Brandon Banks will be on the inside. Hartung give it a 125. RB Turner on 125. Fred Chase, Bowden Wesley Strait, Jeremy Daniel. man, oh man.
And let me tell you, the Dover tempers are definitely flaring.
Well, I bet they are. I bet they are. Eighth caution of the race. It's been insane. Muscle Enterprises on board. You want to be as fast as these drivers, make sure you get yourself a Quicksilver PC. It'll be Strickland, Banks, Harris, Zukic, and Newbrow. They go on the green. Striker out front, quarter second. Brandon Banks in tow. Churchy up on the outside lane, up 11 spots. Newbrow up 24, keeping himself clean, trying to keep himself clean. Is the 98 there to the bottom. 62 has the 31 there. Clint Hackett up on the outside lane, 62 of RB Turner in ninth, seeing a lot of lap traffic trying to get around him here. RB trying to take his time. Got bumped by Will Kern. Hastings coming to pit road. Strickland to Brandon Banks. Colby Hartung back up to third. Brad Harris up 8. Justin Zukic up 15. If you haven't done so, folks, reach up, hit that like button for me. It supports what we do and supports all these leagues. We got 66 laps to go in a race that's far from over. Well, Burge just ran his fastest lap of the race, 24:35. Jeremy Daniel to pit road.
Oh, no.
Drivers getting checked up here. 21 going around. That'll be a caution. The 90, the 16. What in the world just happened? I think the 21 got free. Levi Allen. Far chase. Dropping into the corner. Yeah, just got free. That was a hard break. That's exactly what that was. Breaks into the corner. Hard break. Gets free. Spins out. Everybody woes up here. Newbrow, the 12 of Ed Perry back here. There's Ed right here. He's trying to check up. And they woe up. 12 able to hold on to it. 6 saves it in the 21. Levi Allen's brakes were mashed there. It's unfortunate. Wesley Strait, Corey Bodnott coming to pit road. Stryker still your race leader. 9th caution of the race. Davis out of the race. He's in chat. Crownover, Brad Dove, Jerry Culver, Dono Williams, Jeremiah Burke, and Brian Rayburn out of the race. Does that make that 7 drivers? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Devin Acuna out. Oh, Devin's out of the race as well. So that's 8. Will Kern, Mr. Pedens on pit road. Greg Whitehead leaving pit road. Thompson getting his truck fixed. Jason Day out of the race. That's 9. Ed Perry in 23rd. Levi Allen on pit road. Big Art in 21st. See, Roberge was your lucky dog. He got one of his laps back. He's the 12th driver in the field. Wesley Strait leaving pit road again. It's been interesting. I got 7 clips to work with. Thank you, Budgie. You're amazing. Hold on to your butt. Big old holy cow moment. It's interesting. Oh, they are. Be right in there. I like it. Another budgie copter coming your way. That's two in one race. That didn't happen often. It is Dover. Strickland, Banks, Hartung. Next week. See, we've got, actually, tomorrow night we've got the Sim 500 Racing Series, the Xfinity Series playoffs action still happening tomorrow. And then Thursday, the Chop Chop Racing Dirt Series will be on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday for the Memorial Day weekend. Other than the Sunday Fun Day Series race, I encourage you, if you want to be a part of that, jump in on Sunday. We're going with green. Strickland, Banks, Hartung, Brad Harris, Fred Chase down on the bottom. This is a protection zone here. Truck Series schedule. After Dover, we go to Michigan. Take a bye week on June 3rd. Then Sonoma, Iowa, Las Vegas. July 1st weekend of a bye week there as well. Colby Hartung up and out of the corner. See the back bumper of the 5. 60 laps to go. Has good tires here. Michael Newbrow trying to hold on. There's a 12 to the 49. Wesley Straight tail to the field. Roberge again, the lucky dog there. If he keeps it clean and there's another caution, he'll be able to make himself back on it, put himself back on the lead lap. Be able to vie for position. Strickland to Brandon Banks, Colby Hartung. Fred Chase in tow. Whoa, Banks a little free out of the corner. Little wiggle there. 14 drops it to the bottom side. He's got to keep himself clean. Just in case. 94 sends the corner. Trying to close in on the 14. 14 on the drive off. Hartung has better tires than the front two here. The 94 getting right to the back bumper, though, of the 14 is pressing an issue. Trying to run him close. Fred Chase into the wall. Bodnot up to 5th. 49 of Jason Hastings going around a little bit there. Somebody was on the inside lane. Mark Retchen, very bottom side, 16 on the outside. Eric Schaefer up to 16th here. Has been able to stick it out. Flint Hackett up 14. They'd be 2 1/4 back. Mike Bueller up 11. Pat Green off 4 from the start of the race, but he's still trying to make it work. Strickland to Brandon Banks. Fred Chase trying to back up the corner here. Wall tap for the 5. 14 looking to go to the inside. Little skip there. Hartung on the drive off. So it looks like over the halo collar of these trucks. Trying to keep Banks on the outside. We'll drive into the bottom. We'll be able to drive around. Here comes Bodnot. Bodnot with newer tires as well. Corey Bodnot giving a 136. His 10-lap fresher tires than the 14. The 14's just been riding and not seeing the 34 kind of sneak up in here. Corey Bodnot from laps down to second and trying to take over the lead from the 14. 148 of 200. Corey Bodnut.
Here I kept thinking it was a 150 race. It's 200.
It's 200. 34 free off the corner. 14 back to the outside. It's going to drop into the corner here. Fred Chase now inside the top three. 149 of 200. Hartung back to the inside. Bodnut up on the outside lane. He's free. He's very free. The truck, he had that. He'd been working on that truck. He's seen some damage. But the truck, he keeps putting the tires on the black part of the racetrack there, and that's a no-no zone. These trucks do not like the tires on the bottom side. You can see the 94 push up out of the racetrack there. Gets tight. It's going to be right behind the 34 here. Fred Chase trying to hold on to the top three. Strickland, Brandon Banks, Nathan Bigart on the bottom side. And 20th. They get around all of these drivers. Bigart keeping a 131. New tires for he as well. And the 94 pushing out. 34 there. Will Kern up in the mix. So some lap traffic trying to drive around these drivers. Will Kern in 26th. Pressing the issue here. 94 clears the 34. 31 rolling. 14, your race leader. Top three still within a blanket. Fred Chase trying to close in on Colby Hartung. Hartung has had a good truck. Got himself involved in a couple of things. There's a lot of racing left. And we'll see if Stryker and Brandon Banks can hold on to their trucks. We'll see the 0-2 of Wesley straight to the bottom side. Wesley keeping a 136 as well. Got the truck worked on. A little free. But is going to be able to turn into the corner. Fred Chase, Corey Bodnut. They're racing like this is the last lap. 46 to go. 34 trying to park the nose underneath the 94 here. The 01 will search to the inside of the 34. 94 all over the back bumper. I don't know if he's trying to bump and run the corner. He's going to smack the wall there. 01 on the bottom side. Bodnut's going to be able to drive in here. 94 has to slam the door closed. Wall tap for the 01. Hartung might just let him go. 01's going to try to drive the outside on the 14. Corner out, puts the 14 at a precarious situation. Nathan Bigart only needs 5 more restarts and the opportunity to be able to do that. Fred Chase holding on Wesley straight in 4th with 43 laps to go. Closing back down on the top 3. Hartung doing exactly what he needs to do here. Fred Chase free off the corner exit. He is over driving corner exit here. That's what's making him free. You see him egg shape. He's going to run up into the middle lane here. He's low in, high out, which means he's sliding the tires. And that is that makes for some interesting racing. Robert Church in 11th. Michael Newbrow 2 1/4 ahead. There's the 100 of Mike Bueller, who sits in 13th. Will Burrs looking for a free pass at any given point. There's the 90. Pat Green just ahead of the 14. Pat Green in 14th goes another lap down. 40 laps to go next time by. Church trying to maximize everything he can get out of this. Eric Schaefer to Clint Hackett, 5.2. Right behind the 16 of Alex Thompson. 4 to the corner, 12. Back into the race, that's Ed Perry. 00 of Greg Whitehead trying to track down Alex Thompson. Has about 2 laps to be able to do so. Kobe Hartung trying to stretch his legs here. The 94 trying to do some good. Corey Bodnut. We'll see Wesley Straight trying to close in. Bodnut 1.5. Can Corey Bodnut back the tires off a little bit here as Will Curran gets around him. Will Curran is in 24th here off 19 from the start of the race. It's right to the back bumper of Church. Drives to the bottom. Church up on the outside. Bodnut on the inside. Clears. Church a little free. 31 smacks the wall. The 02 right behind him. Had to dodge some traffic there. Wesley Straight had to dodge his teammate, the 90. Kobe Hartung, 3/4 of a second lead over Fred Chase. Fred Chase falling backwards here. Corner out. Trying to, 31. And Will Curran again. Sideways out of the corner, goes to the bottom side of the racetrack. Gonna lose some time and some speed here. 14, 7/10 of a second. They're going to do their thing. I'm going to do my thing. SpeedyTrophies.com. Make sure you check them out. Thank you to Chop Shop Racing, Admin Box, Track Racer, Ball of Status, B&B Music. Go give them some love, give them some support. Make sure you follow along each and every week with the Chop Shop Racing Truck Series by joining the Chop Shop Racing Facebook group and join their Discord. I'm going to be right back. Penguin and I have been sitting here. We have got 35 laps to go. And looks like a phenomenal race shaping up here toward the end. back to it here. 9 drivers on the lead lap. 17.4 back. Justin Zukic. Kobe Hartong, a full second lead over Fred Chase. Corey Bodnott in third. We'll see Wesley Strait 2 seconds back. Michael Newbrow, first driver off the lead lap. Michael Strickland trying to close back in. So is Brandon Banks for that top 5 spot. Stryker working the outside lane. Newbrow on the bottom would be your lucky dog in the instance of a caution. Admin box 25 laps to go. It's been a good race, folks. We've seen a whole lot out of this racing circuit. And Fred Chase gets the 8 clear of him here. Churchy up to 13th, up 4 from the start of the race, still working. Pat Green, Mark Retchen coming to pit road. Pat Green hitting his pit box. 14 still working. Zukic coming to pit lane. Some left front damage on the front of that 45. It's Kobe Hartung will put him a lap down. Drivers in on those magical laps. 131. Mark Retchen coming out of pit lane. Barely missing Justin Zukic there. 125 last time Kobe Hartung came into pit road. And I think one of the biggest factors that we've seen tonight, cautions do have factors. 94 very free. Smacks the wall on the inside. Corey Bodnott will take over second. 3 seconds now the gap. Wesley Strait now will drive around the outside of the 94. Fred Chase gives up second. Goes back to 5th. And R.B. Turner, 10.5 back, might have himself a chance for that 6th spot if Fred Chase can't hold on to the truck. He's good to go so far. Wesley Strait in 3rd. 0.2 of a second difference here. Michael Strickland just behind. Brandon Banks on the bottom side of the racetrack trying to egg shape the corner out. These drivers give it a 97. Colby Hartung sees the 24 up and out of the corner. 24 back to the inside. Little wall tap for the 14. Comfortable lead. 2.5 seconds the gap. A little bit of lap traffic slowing the progress of the 14. Bodnott came in again on 136 as 11 lap pressure tires. If he was able to back up the corner, that's going to be the game changer here. With 20 laps to go, he's got time. Right now, the 14 trying to hold on to what he has. Mueller ducks the corner there a little bit. He sits in 12th. Nathan Bigart, Jason Hastings. Bigart has been able to drive around a few of these drivers, but Hastings, the driver he is battling for position, Larry Breger, just behind both of these drivers, 87, sits in 18th up 9 spots. Hard charger tonight. Roberge, who's still looking for a lucky dog here. Brad Harris coming to pit road. R.B. Turner still out there trying to make his race line happen. Hartung, 18 laps to go, 2.7 second deficit. We'll see the 8 of Church just ahead. Church at 11th. Robert Church giving a 163. Zukic at a 176. Trying to keep keep those laps tamed to himself. Strickland coming to pit road. Brandon Banks coming to pit road. Final segment of the racetrack here. Fred Chase in 4th now. We talk about fuel. We talk about all the challenges the track has. Roberge just ahead of the 94. Roberge in a 123. So Colby Hartung, 3-second gap. It'll be fuel and maybe some right sides. We'll see. 16 laps to go. Strickland hit his pit box as well. He started 2nd. That'll be the amount of time he needs. We'll see how the drivers fare out as they continue to roll. 15 laps to go. Fuel the concern? Quite possibly. Especially for Brandon Banks and Michael Strickland. Roberge up to 6th. 15 laps to go, 94 just ahead. Robert's first driver off the lead lap. Brandon Banks coming off pit road. It's going to be able to get to the back bumper of the 6. Colby Hartung in between he and Brandon Banks. And Michael Strickland, Stryker on the lead lap again. 16 and a half seconds the gap between he and Roberge. 14 laps to go, 94 just behind. Hartung ahead, Bodnot in second, up 19. Wesley Straight up 12. Sits in third. Fred Chase 2 seconds back. Wesley Straight 5 1/4. Hartung lets the 5 go. New tires for the 5. The 8 of Robert Church at 11th. Still with some of that nose damage. Still trying to make it happen. Hartung to Bodnot. 3 1/4. 2 seconds the gap for Wesley Straight. Gets a little wall tap there out of the corner. 12 laps to go. 5 drivers on the lead lap. R.B. Turner, one of those drivers. Brad Harris, fastest lap of the race, 23:68 last time by. Brad Harris trying to close into Justin Zukic. 5 laps the difference on those drivers. Zukic, left side damage. Wesley Straight up near the wall. Zukic able to turn the corner. Zukic down to the bottom, 100 middle lane. R.B. Turner, 14.8. Bottom side of the racetrack, letting the drivers go. A top 5 night still for him, and hopefully he'll be able to hold on to it. Hartung, 10 to go. 8 to the back bumper. That's Church and Newbrow battling for position here. Newbrow kept it a 176, Church in a 163. 100 of Mueller closing in just a little bit there as well. Bowden, how about Brandon Banks? 23:65, fastest lap of the race. 1.3 back from he and Strickland. Cronover out early based on the points. Losing some time. Jason Day, same concept. Stage winner. Level out of the race. 9 laps to go. It'll be 8 this time by. Right rear blue somehow didn't check all the tires when you pit it. That's terrible, Levi. Eventually, iRacing will get to the point where we'll see the actual tire blow. Would be awesome. Ooh, Churchy off the wall into Zook. Zukic in 9th. I hate that for you, Levi. I hate it. Fred Chase in 4th. Now, Corey Bodnot getting some benefit out of the drivers just ahead. 14 closing budget with 500 biddies. 7 laps to go. Thank you, dear.
Bunchy Bird 5 cent 500 bits.
14 bottom, 8 on the outside, 2 1/4. Bodnot, a little bit of clean air here. The 14. Now 5 laps to go. This time by, trying to get around Church. That dirty air is slowing him up. Bodnot is full scent back there. So is Wesley Straight. Wesley into the wall. Colby Hartung trying to get around Church. Does so. 1 3/4. 14. Having to press on because Bodnot is within the distance. 4 laps to go. 2 seconds now the gap. Hartung trying to clear. Wesley Straight within a nice shot of Corey Bodnot. Wesley Straight's last lap, 25:79. Fred Chase, 25:62. All these drivers within a second of each other. 2.2 now the gap for the 14. As Bodnot now has the dirty air. He'll try to press. Drivers running as hard as they can. I'm seeing a lot of debris coming off the tires. Wesley Straight trying to hold on to what's left of the truck here. 4 seconds now, the gap between he and the leader. Fred Chase in fourth. 4 drivers on the lead lap. Roberge still the driver that has been able to hold on to a top 5. He's going to need the next 2 laps to be able to do so. 2 to go. 30 spots gained for Roberge. There's 1 or 2 Canadians in the field. Trying to hold on to what he has, but Brandon Banks driving around the outside. Might quite possibly take one of those spots right in this corner. Colby Hartung out of the corner. He'll see it. White flag waves. Final lap. This race not without its cautions, not without its controversy, and not without being Dover. Up and out of the corner. Hartung comes around. Final 2 corners. The 14 levels off. Pushes out. He'll get the win here. Officially unofficial. Bodnott will finish in second. Wesley Straight will finish third. Fred Chase fourth. Brandon Banks, your top 5. Able to drive around. Roberge will finish in sixth, up 29 spots between he and Michael Strickland. The day of days. Hartung to celebrate. His drivers come to pit road. Here's your race results. We know that there's going to be a race review when it comes to a few of the incidents tonight. And we'll have to see how that fares out for Colby Hartung. He does get the win. Corey Bodnott will finish second. Wesley Straight third. Rick Chase fourth. Brandon Banks fifth. Chris Roberge, Michael Strickland, Brad Harris, Justin Zukic, Michael Newbrow, your top 10. Church, Mueller, Schaefer, R.B. Turner, Clint Hackett, Nathan Bigart, Larry Breger, and Mark Retchen, your top 18. 19th to go to Ed Perry, Alex Thompson at 20th, Greg Whitehead, Jason Hastings, Will Kern, Pat Green, Jeremy Daniel through 25th, Levi Allen, Jason Day, Michael Peden through 28th. And then down to it, Devin Acuna, Andrew Davis, Anthony Crownover, Brad Dove, Jerry Culver, Donnell Williams, Jeremiah Burke, and Brian Rayburn. Rayburn did not start the race. Thought it was going to. Said it got 2 or 3 laps in. So, here we go. Be good. It's a decent race. A lot of contact. A lot of things to be reviewed. And we know that that'll be part of what they do when it comes to the final part of this race. Thanking a Penguin for being the guy behind the scenes. Yeah, some good days. Strategy overrules, but definitely a race that is going to be reviewed for sure. But Colby Hartung gets the win. And, man, oh, man, there's a lot to be said for Dover. You were strong here. A lot happening on the racetrack today.
Yeah, from lap cars to not taking a predictable line to being pinched. I didn't expect that strategy to work, but we had Tag Canals up there in the Storm Racing pit box.
I know that the contact between you and Schaefer is going to go to review. There's a potential of a point.
He claimed it. He claimed it.
Oh, Penguin didn't tell me he claimed it. So, all things happen. I just wanted to make sure that that wasn't the case, because I'm sitting here thinking the entire time that that was going to be the case. From my point
from my point of view, the line wasn't predictable. Like I went high and then he went high and then I went low, then he went low. I don't know what the deal was there, but you know.
Either way, the way I saw it, still contact made, still things to be reviewed. That was, regardless of who was right and wrong in the situation, it was still something that was on my mind and on my notes because I didn't know there was a claim on that situation. So, but it went at Dover, able to work around. What was your fuel like there at the end?
Oh, I was way good on fuel. Hold on, I'm still on the track. I still had 9 laps of fuel left.
Good. Seeing a lot of drivers come to pit road there late toward the end, even drivers that were that I thought would have been good on fuel. So that's the reason why I ask. And the racetrack kind of, I mean, it was very racy. You had to avoid a lot of stuff throughout the race.
Yeah, well, a lot of stuff fell into my lap that shouldn't have, but you know, the poles will show, I guess. But you know, it was a good race all around. I felt like I was pretty quick. I don't think I was. I don't know if I was the quickest car, but I was definitely up there. I think Banks and Stryker definitely had some speed, but I just saved tires the whole time and kept it on the track and tried my best to stay out of trouble, and it turned out well for me.
It's one of the things about this racetrack is that it does manage to munch away some tires. 2 seconds the difference on lap times when it comes to fast laps here. The trick to this track, from everybody's point of view, and my perspective, is being able to manage your line and manage lap traffic.
Yep, hang the low line, save the tires. That was the game plan today, and it worked to a T.
Seemed as it did. Colby, you got a win here. Week 3 different winners throughout the season. You're going for your 3rd championship in this series. It's a good race. It was touch and go moments, but it was a good race, man. Give a shout outs.
Yeah. First and foremost, shout out to the Storm Racing guys in our affiliate, Wesley, Pat, and Corey Boudinot, the affiliate. We all have the strategy working today. Unfortunately, Pat got into some trouble. Wes did too, but he was able to rebound. But as you can see, it worked out pretty dang well for us with the strategy call. And you know, we got a 1, 2, 3, which I don't know how many of these we'll get, but I hope we get more.
I think
but yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh no, it's all good.
Keep going. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. But yeah, anyways, shout out to you for broadcasting and Becker and John for putting on the leak. And yeah.
Be bouncing off to it, man. Congratulations once again. We'll see you next week at Michigan.
Yes, sir.
Colby Hartog with your victory today. A guy benefited from a late race caution, but also a tire change, able to go through the field to get himself up to 2nd on a truck that was free as all get out there toward the end, but a P2 finish as it would be. Corey Boudinot comes home P2 tonight. Corey, it was good to see you be able to recover from what was going on there.
Yeah, well, you know, first off, it started with that big wreck on the front stretch real early on in the race. I had like, what did I have, like a minute 30 of damage or something, minute 50, I believe, of damage. So that was a little battle to get that back under a couple of cautions. And then supposedly I got in the back of Brad Dove, but I think I aero packed him and he got loose on his own term. And I mean, I'm like off the throttle, so I don't know what he wants me to really do more. And then, you know, just got lucky with a couple more yellows, went a lap down on the one where I decided I'd stay out and gamble, and luckily got a couple cautions in quick succession and got that lucky dog.
It's one thing on this racetrack is, you know, Dover has a tendency to bring out cautions, but when the racing starts to flow, when we started getting into these green flag runs, you know, especially toward the end of this one, I thought the benefit of 11 lap pressure tires would have kept you close to Colby there, and to be able to have that battle at the end.
Nah, I felt the right front getting a little bit light on me. Actually, hold on. If you give me about half a cat whisker, I'll tell you what I was at. I had about 18% on the rear. So I don't know if I was going to even be able to catch up to Colby, but I knew I had a decent shot, especially if I had a couple of lap cars get up near him, but didn't get that lucky.
It is a track where lap traffic was a big factor today. Your third race in, and how you liking being on this side of things?
Actually, this is my second race because I missed Daytona.
Oh, okay, second race. How do you like being on this side of things?
Well, I mean, I finally decided to start racing again a little bit more. I don't know. It's gonna have to grow on me still, but so far I'm liking it. I'm enjoying it. I got some good tracks coming up. I like running the high side, so maybe Michigan and Iowa and Vegas will be a high side track, and I'll even try running the high side at Sonoma.
just the high side that doesn't end up in the catch fence, right?
Well, I don't know, man. It might be quicker. We'll run the rallycross track.
There you go. I like it. Corey, P2 finished tonight. Congratulations on the recovery and, a fantastic drive. Give shout outs, man.
Yeah, man. Just Red Slice Gaming 34 YouTube, Red Slice Racing, that's my side team, SRC Miller Racing, that's the other team I'm on, Storm Racing dudes out there, Wesley, Pat, Colby, they're all good people and glad we got a top 3 out of it. Random Designs Paint Services, Fusion Setup Shop, OSR Network, and then you doing your thing up here at Signature, and then Stryker for doing his thing, even though I may or may not have a couple of choice words to tell him after this race.
That is between you and he and not me. That's the reason why I just call the races. Corey, congratulations on a P2. God, your talk with Stryker.
Oh, I will.
There he is. Corey Bodnott up 19 spots and a great recovery. Another great recovery and a great drive. Wesley Strait holding off some great racing there at the end. Brother, I tell you what, you were my dress to impress driver tonight.
I don't even know. This is my favorite track on here, and I was so upset when I got spun earlier and how this truck made it to the end. I still had an entire set of tires left. I did this whole race on 2 sets of tires. I was hoping another caution was going to come out. I don't know why. Every time I fixed the damage, I still had 1 minute and 12 of damage left because the initial wreck that I had earlier on in the race was 6.5 minutes or something like that. Mm. And I didn't take the set on lap 50 when everybody pitted, thinking, I have too much. I have enough damage, so I'm like, I don't want to waste a set now. And man, I could tell it was definitely struggling. I lost a lap, but I was able to get back. And then I don't know why, like I was on the lead lap and I pitted like normally when everybody else that was making the pit stops on the cautions. But when I came off pit road, it kept having me start behind the lap cars, and I don't know why. So imagine if I was thinking like if I ever was able to start, behind the lead lap cars, I might have been right there with Colby, if not in front of him. But I don't know how this truck made it to third. I'll take it the way that race was going. That was rough.
At least we get we got some of the harder racing out of the way, right? And we'll go to Michigan. It'll be spread out. You really get one shot at anything going wrong there. And then Sonoma's going to be somebody's race. These trucks just have a tendency to be able to race close. Today, just a couple issues with netcode, but most of the racing was good. It just, when the cautions came out, they were big.
Yes, that I'm glad there was some more cautions later because I was able to fix it a little bit more. But I noticed because when I did get in my wreck, when I was waiting for it to be fixed a little bit, I quickly looked at the replay. It was a lot of net code in that one, and I was like, wow. I mean, he did make a late move on me. Like I was already about to start like turning into the corner, and I wasn't expecting him to jump down there like that because I just passed him. But so I was 6.5 minutes or whatever damage. I'm looking at my tires right now. My right front finished on 18%, and I was somehow still almost catching Corey at the end.
That's what Corey
That
was
truck was so
too.
hard to drive.
That's what Corey.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, he was
had to
18%
be.
as well.
Had to be. Oh my God, it was. Like I said, I was looking forward. This is always one of the tracks I look forward to on the schedule. So, Dover's one of my favorite and best tracks on the schedule, and I really think if the caution was able to come out, we only had 5 trucks on the lead lap. I had a whole set. I think I would have been definite winner if I was able to manage. I know Colby and I think Corey both took 2 tires on one stop, so they only had 2 left. And I don't know about anybody else on the lead lap what they had, but yeah, this is a fun track to drive. Man, I wanted a little bit more, but it's been a while, so I was able to talk to you since that Sebring thing kind of downed me so much. I was already like prepared, thinking like, what can I say in the interview? All this, and then that happened.
I was
I haven't talked to Jason in a while.
I was devastated when I heard what happened. I was like, no.
I was watching it, your broadcast, and I'm listening to everybody talking about how bad they felt for me, and I'm just sitting here like I just wanted to cry. In Bathurst, that was my own stupidity because I was all by myself, and I'm like, I hit 2 of my fastest laps in a row at 2:07.0, and I'm like, I can hit 2:06, and I'm pushing it, and that's what I get. I could have easily finished I got 4th, I think there, or 3rd or 4th there, and I wrecked out at the end like 2 minutes ago. So it is what it is. But those are 2 tracks I was looking for on the road, and was able to run good and just no good finishes.
Well, you come over here, you rebound after all the damage, all the heartache, and you come home P3. That's not a bad night.
Yeah, I mean, still a minute and 12 or so left of damage to fix. I was gonna be like, if there was a caution, I don't even think I'm gonna fix the rest of it. It seems like it's running fine. I just need, I could have had new set of fresh tires, and I still think I would have been able to have a chance to win, even with the minute and 12 of damage. But I don't know. It was a long race. It felt like forever. It's a lot of cautions in the beginning. But yeah, after my wreck and I started in the back, that big wreck on the front, I was dead last in that because of that, after the wreck. I just almost came to a complete stop and just watched it.
Yeah, we watched.
I was able to get through that.
We watched you stop, and then of course, when you have all but 6 trucks involved in a wreck on our end, it's just like, okay, that's gonna blink that, and that's exactly what happened. There was no getting around it. There's nothing I could have predicted there to not see that big of a wreck blink. There's no artifacts on a track like this that couldn't make that happen. So, but hey, I'll take it. That's what I'll say.
Too bad Pat couldn't have finished up there with us. We could have had. I mean, Corey's kind of running with us, so we almost basically had like a 1-2-3 storm finish, and too bad Pat couldn't get back on the lead lap, and he had damage as well from a couple of wrecks. So it would have been cool to all finish, and I couldn't believe 4 cars finished on the lead lap. And the way my race started and the way it was going, to be one of those 4 is crazy, but to think about. But I'll take it.
It worked out.
I was joking around. I'm like, I want a caution, and Colby's like, no, stop being greedy. You want to take a 3rd? I'm like, well, that was when I was in 4th, and then I think Fred, or I think that was the one I was near me, hit the wall, and I was able to get 3rd. And I'm like, I mean, I'll take this for sure, but it'd be nice to win at my Dover, but I'll take it.
Yeah, he did
take it. It was fun.
He did take right side tires that entire time, which explains why Corey and yourself were trying to maximize that. I mean, just thinking about the level that you have to do to be able to save tire and be able to ride around that racetrack. He had 11 lap older tires than you guys did, and he only took right side. So Colby did a good job. It'd been cool to see. I'd have loved to seen it.
Yeah, the right sides definitely helped him because I think he said his right front was on 32 or something. So definitely like double to mine. But so the right sides definitely would have helped for sure.
Yeah, I'd have still taken 4. that's
I know. If he took 4, I know I wouldn't have got to him. But then if the caution came out, it would have definitely been.
Yeah,
too bad you couldn't.
You'd have drove around him.
Take
and
right
waved at him.
sides twice. Yeah, too bad you couldn't take right sides twice. And I think once you take the rights, don't you have to take lefts on the next one? You can't use them for the rights.
No, you can't use it for the rights. No, yeah, it's just they give you an allotment for that. In NASCAR, they just give you sets of tires, right?
Yeah.
There's no real tread, so they just go.
Right.
They go one direction. It'd have been kind of crazy to see, but Wes, give you shout outs, man. You got a P3 finish tonight. It was a long night.
Yeah,
it was a long race.
Shout out to you, man. I've been watching a lot of your broadcasts, seeing especially the ones I could have been in, interviewing and listening to see what everybody thought, because I'm like, I know I was running Sebring so well, and I had to tune in to see what they were saying. I was just so mad about that. My headset died, and then it just a couple corners later, it just kicked me right out. Like the whole game just crashed. So that was weird. I don't know. I knew my headset was, so I went a couple corners with no sound. And then I'm like, oh, this is going to be fun. I was waiting for the sound to start coming through my computer. But it didn't even get to that. The whole thing crashed. I couldn't believe it. But shout out to Chop Shop and Stryker and everybody putting this on, and all the other sponsors, Speedy Trophies, I guess Geomax Dirt Series, and then what else we got? Chopping It Up podcast. I see they started that back up a little bit. And I said Storm Racing, we had 4 drivers in today's race, and got 3 of us up in the top 3. Pat was running good up until those things, and my family and my wife now, Maria.
Congrats.
I don't think she's watching now, but I could tell her to watch. But yeah, I think I got everybody. It's been a while. Been a long time since I've had to do this, so I'm blanking.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with my hands.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel right now.
I like it. Congrats as well on
good job, Colby, on winning.
Oh yeah. It's good. It's good. Sometimes I get to the point where I'm the same way. I'm just like, I don't know what to do. I do this, 9 times a week.
Yeah, I'm not like Nate, who's got this stuff. He gets to say it every day and has it in his implanted in his brain. I don't have that luxury that Nate has with his interviews every single day.
He won the championship yesterday, and I told him, I'm tired of seeing you win. I was totally kidding, but
and he's starting in the pits and still winning now.
Well, he's just a different animal. But hey, he's not had the greatest of starts to the Truck Series, so we'll see how that'll fare out for him. But Wes, we'll see you at Michigan next week, man. Enjoy your Memorial Day, and go have some fun.
Yeah, you too.
All right, brother.
Go nice long race day coming up this weekend.
Oh,
Looking forward to it.
I'm excited to see both of the gems of racing this weekend.
And the final time Monaco is going to be on Memorial Day.
I know. It's crazy.
That's going to be weird after that. I don't know.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Yeah, I agree.
It's gonna be weird, but
All right,
anyway,
Wes. We'll see you.
it's been fun. Hopefully, we'll talk to you sooner than the last gap of interviews.
All you got to do is just go out and win some dirt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. We'll see.
It can happen.
It can.
It's
I
not,
won one in season 1. That was a long time ago.
It's Knoxville, so bottom.
Yeah.
From the bottom. All right, brother.
Right.
See ya. That is Wesley Straight coming home in P number 3 tonight, and we appreciate. Oh, I love getting the chance to talk to Wes. He's such a good cookie. He really is. And this whole field is pretty awesome. I didn't hear when I asked Penguin earlier if there was a claim on Colby's incident. He said no, so I thought maybe that was the thing. So either way, whatever happens. It's kind of cool to see. Biggest mover of the race, Chris Roberge up 29 spots. Bodnut was up 19, which is impressive to say the least. Wesley Straight up 12. Again, these drivers are just they've got a whole lot of talent that I don't have, and it's crazy to see. Brad Harris had the fastest lap of the race at 23.68. Clean race for some of the drivers. Less than a clean race for a lot of the drivers, but caution's going to happen. It's very early in the season. They'll get it. They'll get used to driving around each other. Brandon Banks gets the clean driver award. He is the only driver that started the race that has 0 incident points outside of Michael Strickland. So both of those two drivers are going to get the clean driver award. Those extra points. I take that back. Brandon Banks, fastest lap of the race. It didn't tick over for me. 23.651 was the fastest lap for him. 102 laps led for Colby Hartung. Stage win for Jason Day. Even with his the unfortunate circumstances there. 11 lead changes, 9 cautions for 29 laps, and average lap time 31.919. How crazy is that? Be good, folks. We'll see you tomorrow for Sim 500. Thank you to Speedy Trophies, Chop Racing, and all the fine folks out there. It is a bedtime for this hombre. We'll see you soon. Budgie, much love to you. If you haven't done so, like, follow, subscribe on YouTube. Make sure you follow us on Facebook. Make sure you follow us on Twitch and on X, on TikTok, and all the fine things that are out there. Instagram, whichever. Find one. Stick with it. We'll see you soon. Peace.